Here we have the new and refreshed 2025 Chevy Tahoe. Now this one comes in the LT trim level. We also have the comfort package on this one, along with 22-inch LPO wheels. Summit white on Gideon and very dark atmosphere interior. For the powertrain, we get a 5.3 liter naturally aspirated V8 made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. So as we come around to the front end here, we do get LED daytime running lights, LED headlamps, and it's been a minute since I've seen these on a Tahoe, LED fog lights. So very nice front end here. The lights don't flash like that, but that's how the camera picks them up. Love the front end here though. Grille looks nice, and just as weird as I thought the front fascia looked when they first came out, it's really growing on me. Down here we get those 22-inch aluminum wheels. Now they do need a little bit of tire shine because they didn't come like this from the manufacturer. These had to be put on at the dealer. Speaking of which, big shout out to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Tahoe today. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. Here we have the power door lock controls, memory seat functions. We get express down on all 4 doors, but the front also gets 1 touch up and down. Power folding side mirrors with blind spot monitors in them. And then we can control the mirrors themselves there. Now this one having the comfort package, we do get the 10-speaker Bose center point sound system. Headlamp controls, 4-wheel drive controls, etc. Hood release. We do have a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. And then here's the power driver's seat. We do get 2-way power lumbar support. Now, if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on a new 2025 Tahoe or any new vehicle that you might be interested in. But having that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, let's go ahead and check out the leg room. So pretty good space back here. We get seat back pockets on both sides. We do have our automatic climate controls, which we can adjust there. 3-stage heated outboard seats. You get 2 USB-C charge ports and then a 120-volt household plug-in down there if you want to put in a laptop charger or something like that. There's a view of the front from back here. And this does have an optional panoramic power sunroof, so that's what it looks like when the shade's up. There's a look at the 3rd row. Now let's see if I can fit back there and test out the space. So not terrible coming through the middle there, and then sitting behind myself in the 3rd row. Not bad either. Now I don't have as much space to actually extend my legs, but the actual room based on the seat is pretty good. So that is impressive. You get USB-C charge ports on both sides, bottle holders on both sides as well. And if you want to get out from the front or from the back, you have a button right there. You can fold that flat, and then it's easier to step over the seat there. And then your top tether's right there. But yeah, that just makes it that much easier. And it is, you can see, it literally folds flat where the seat should go. So it makes it easier to run longer objects through to the front. And then we do have a hanger hook if you want to hang a shirt or uniform, and then vents back there. LED lights throughout. Fuel filler. Now as we come around to the back end here, one of my favorite things about getting the comfort package is you do get these LED tail lamps, the upgraded look, which looks phenomenal. Again, the lights don't flash like that. The camera just picks them up that way with them being LED. Now we have the rear parking sensors integrated in the bumper there. The trailer hitch in there. There's your spare tire, exhaust. And behind the 3rd row, ample space, even though this isn't a full-on Suburban. And then the tethers for the car seats back there as well. Now we can power fold the 3rd row with the comfort package, and when the seats in the 2nd row are up far enough, they'll fold flat. Put them back up too, and then you can also power release the 2nd row if you want to, and then another 3-prong household plug-in. Now to the front passenger seat. You do get power here as well as 2-way power lumbar support. So it's nice to have that in this LT. Side pocket there. A lockable glove compartment. Love the trim here. That looks like real wood grain. It's some kind of laminate, but it looks fantastic. We'll just take a quick look at the window sticker here. You can pause anywhere you need to if you want to take a closer look at anything. But as you can see, $64,700 is the standard price for an LT, and how this one is equipped with almost 9,000 worth of options. That's the sticker price there, but highly recommend the comfort package. You get all of that there, and I like the sunroof as well. The second row, the power release, not really a big deal for me, but I always like having bucket seats. You get 15 miles per gallon city, 19 highway, EPA estimated. And there's that 5.3 liter V8 under the hood there. But that's enough of the outside. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn sound. Now over here to the radio, I believe this is 17.7 inches, but we do get the Google Assistant system. So that includes your wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility, AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth. And then coolest thing about having the system is getting access to Google Maps, and you can get the full functionality with a subscription or have limited functionality without it. So I like that there. Vehicle status, you can go in here and actually look at your tire pressure, your air filter life, oil life, all of that, and you get a nice animation as you go around the vehicle. You even get the brake pad life too. Or you can just go in the side menu here and go through all of that there. Now trailering, you have the option to go through the light test in your checklist, and then in your settings, your vehicle settings have teen driver, rear seat reminder, and buckle to drive. You have access to a Wi-Fi hotspot, your Bluetooth connections, all of that. I always do that. And then go down to the system settings, and then you can update your language or your units of measurement there. You also have the automatic park assist, so you can activate that and use that. Pretty easy to do, really like having that. And then finally, we do have the dual zone automatic climate controls in the system here. So you can adjust it at all times down here, temperature, then fan speed and all of that, or you can actually go into the screen and set all of that up. But this hadn't been turned on, and it's about 25 degrees out, so we're gonna turn that heat up. And then you do have 3-stage heated seats for the front. Backup cameras there, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. You get the bird's eye view as well. And the quality of the cameras is so good on these. Even with this bright glare I have today, I can still see very well. And then you also have the overhead view and the side view. And then when you have the backup camera on, you have the hitch view as well. Hazards are right there. You get your shortcuts if you ever just want to do something without going through the screen. You can adjust fan speed, temperature, the auto mode, and then turn the whole system on or off. Wireless charging pad down there. You get a USB-A, USB-C port. 2 bottle holders there. And here's your center console cubby space with a removable tray. You can slide it back and forth as well if you want to do that. Now up here, we can power fold that third row from the front as well as activate the power lift gate. You can also adjust these lights, and then sunroof controls are here, tilt, slide, and then that's for the sunshade. OnStar's up there as well. But I'm just gonna one-touch slide the roof back. See how far it goes. And one touch takes it all the way back, so that's nice. And there's a look at the back seat from up here, and that kind of shows with that second row fold as opposed to with it up. Vanity mirror there. And then we do have the rain sense wipers, so we can adjust those. And then our intermittent rear wipers here, fluid for the rear is there, and then front wiper fluid is there. Now when the low beams are on, we can toggle the high beams and then flash with the high beams here. And then column shifters. So pull for neutral, pull up for reverse, pull down for drive, press there for park. And then when you're in drive, you can activate your low mode here and use the paddle shifters, and you can go through all 10 of those speeds there. Now we don't have super cruise, but we do get adaptive cruise. We can turn that on there, adjust the speed, set the gap adjust, and then heated steering wheel toggle, voice recognition, audio sources we can go through. And then this is kind of like a scroll bar when applicable, and then we can mute and use Bluetooth by hitting that button. You can go through track lists or radio station presets when you're in the actual audio source menu here. And then you can toggle volume up, down there. But really like the gauge cluster. We can change that by hitting this button here. And then you just have those 3 modes or 4 modes there that you can go through. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. And next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Chevy Tahoe LT out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Tahoe, of course with a 5.3 liter V8, very good pickup. And I like how quiet it is when it's not under hard acceleration, but it also has a nice rumble to it when you give it a little something. And it's very comfortable in the seat here. This one has the comfort package, so no pun intended there, but I love having the heated steering wheel, heated seats. And the padding in the new Chevy steering wheels is just fantastic. Doesn't feel flimsy at all. But we're gonna give it a little pull here. So that was giving it very light throttle, and very impressed how it got up to speed. Now on the Tahoes, you do have the option to equip Super Cruise, particularly on the higher trims. But here, just having the adaptive cruise and the lane keeping system, it's pretty nice. And I actually like having the hands-on experience here, just being able to drive this, because it's very easy to maneuver, even though it is large. Now these 22s, you can hear a slight hum, and I mean just a slight hum coming down the road here, but the ride quality is phenomenal. And honestly, I would take the 22s over the hum all day. So rather have that as opposed to less hum on 18s, but that's just my preference. And I like the ride height here. Even though this is a taller vehicle, I still feel like I can drive next to trucks without being overwhelmed. Visibility's still good where the hood is slanted down. And the overall adjustability of the power seats just makes it so whether you're short or extremely tall, you won't have too much issue driving this. I will say, for the price point, I like how this one is equipped. Probably the 22s, they're a tad expensive, but you do get the wheels and the tires for the extra amount you're paying. But I definitely have to have the comfort package. It would kind of depend how the stock 18s looked. If they looked good enough, I might just skip out on the 22s just to save some money. But again, these wheels look fantastic. Now I want to give one more thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Tahoe today. I'll leave a link below in the description. You do get a lifetime powertrain warranty here on this particular Tahoe, or any Tahoe at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro. So just keep that in mind when you're shopping. However long you have the vehicle, that's how long the warranty applies. Whether you keep it 2 years, keep it 15 years, however long you own the vehicle, you get the lifetime warranty. But if that's not a big deal to you and you just want to find the best price on a Tahoe or any new vehicle in your area, click on that second link down below. I'll make sure your local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these. But final thoughts, I mean, very nice. I'm very impressed, not only with the new Tahoe, just having the new interior, having the new front fascia, those added taillights in the back are killer. But it's just the price point you get with the comfort package. It's nice to be under 75 grand as opposed to going up to maybe a high country or something like that. Just like how this trim is. Only thing I'd rather have is cooled seats, which would probably make you go up to a Premier or something like that. But honestly, especially with the lighter interior here, shouldn't really be a huge deal. Now, if the leather was black, I'd have to have my cooled seats. But another thing that helps keep this vehicle less hot than it could be is having that retractable sunshade there. So you probably won't have that much issue as long as you keep that closed when it's hot out. But yeah, that about sums it up. It's a very nice vehicle. What I would expect from a 75 grand Tahoe. All the features, all the new tech, all the amenities that I'm used to with the comfort package. This is just a nice spec, a nice build. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Chevy Tahoe in the LT trim level.